Okay. Okay. So, do you remember how to use how many and how much? Yes. So, Danny, can you tell me, please, how can I use those phrases?
We use how many to countable nouns and how much countable nouns.
Yes. Uh-huh. Excellent. So, can you give me an example?
Uh, how many students are at your school? In your school?
Uh-huh. Okay, very good. So, Yoa, can you give me an example using how much?
Um, how much the how much the car?
No, because how much is
No,
for uncountable nouns.
like, how much and sugar in the cake?
Yes. Okay. How many sugar do you need for your cake? Yes. So we are going to review how much and two different ways to use. Yes. So the first is to talk about quantity, and the second one is to talk about money or to talk about cost. Yes. As I told you, you can review this and this. Let me check. Unit 6 or Unit 5? Yeah, Unit 6. Yes. You see. The first is how much and how many. You say we use how much and how many to ask about the quantity or amount of something. Yes, Shirley, can you read please how much?
We use how much and I- how much is used with uncountable nouns.
Yes, can you read examples please?
How much plus uncountable noun. How much time do we have to complete the exercise? How much money does she have in her purse? How much sugar are you going to add to your coffee? How much paper is there in the books? How much milk is in the freight? How much traffic were there yesterday?
Great, thank you. So as can you see here, yes, we have to use only how much with uncountable nouns when we need to know about the quantity. Yes, but we can use how much to talk about the price. Yes, price means money. And in this case, when you have to use how much to talk about money, you can use with both, with countables and uncountable nouns. Yes, you can use this to know the price of something. In this case, you can use how much with countables and uncountables. Yes, why? Because I am asking about the money, about the cost, about the price. In this case, you say, how much is that blouse? ¿Cuánto cuesta esa blusa? Yes, but I can say, for example, here, how much am I going to pay at the end? How much does it cost? How much does your computer cost? And we have to use the both structures that you know in the simple present, first with is or are, verb to be. Yes, and it is exactly that we learned at the beginning at unit 4. You have to use the WH word. In this case, how much? Yes, that is the WH word. And is, are, that's verb to be, the subject. And if you have a complement, you will have to add the complement. In this case, you are using here an auxiliary. How much does your computer cost? how much does your computer cost? I say, in this case, you have to use the auxiliary, the subject, and the verb. Yes, WH word, auxiliary, subject, a verb, and if you have a complement, you can use the complement. For example, in this case, how much is the dress on play in the windows? We have here a complement largest. Yes. And finally, we have how many. Joa, can you read how many, please?
Okay. How many is used when we want to count the quantity of some dice? It is only used with plural countable nouns. How many plural noun?
Plus plural now.
Plus plural noun.
Mhm.
How many days are there in January? How many people work in your company? How many countries do you have? How many books are you going to buy? How many countries are there in South America? How many students are in the class right now? How many chairs are there in this room? How many pieces of chocolate would you like?
Yes, as can you see, but in this case, we are going to use exactly like we ask in Spanish. Yes, de igual manera nosotros lo usamos así en español, lo usamos con sustantivos plurales. Sí, no importa cuál sea la respuesta, no importa si es que hay uno. ¿Por qué? Porque si yo quiero saber cuántos estudiantes hay, digo estudiantes, ¿cierto? Usamos el sustantivo en plural. ¿Cuántas naranjas necesitas? Aunque la respuesta sea necesito una naranja, yo pregunto ¿cuántas necesitas? Sí, en plural. Siempre el how many más el plural. Sí, no puedo decir how many orange. ¿Cuántas naranja? It doesn't have sense. Yes? So it's for that reason that you have to use how many. When you need to know about the quantity, you have to use with plural nouns. Yes? Let's try giving an example. I'm going to give you in Spanish and you have to try to give me the question in English. Yes? How can I ask? ¿Cuánto cuesta tu computadora? If you know the answer, please, you have to raise your hand. Okay, Danny?
How much is your computer?
No?
How much does it cost your computer?
¿Por qué doesn't? ¿Por qué le quiere poner en negativo?
Dije that.
Ok. Ajá, ahí sí sería correcto. How much does your computer cost? Tenemos verbos. Si yo hubiese dicho cuánto cuesta tu computadora, ahí sí. How much is your computer? Yes, another one. Let me check. ¿Cuántas sandías hay en el jardín?
How many watermelon there are there in the garden?
Are there in the garden? Yes. Very good. Yes, Shirley, if I want to ask, ¿cuánta azúcar necesitas para el pastel?
How much sugar you need for the cake?
Faltó una cosa ahí. El auxiliar.
How much sugar
do you need?
do you need?
Do you need? Yes, great. So, Luis. Yeah, ready? I want to ask, ¿cuál es el precio de tu corazón?
How much price how much price do your hair?
No.
No.
Vamos, por ahí va.
How much the price?
No, you say how much. How much is your heart?
Ah,
Recuerde que el how much es cuánto o qué precio de algo. Yes. Okay, let's try with another one. Joa. ¿Cuántos estudiantes hay en la clase?
How many students in the class?
How many students?
In the class.
Falta
Oh,
algo. ¿Cómo digo hay?
There. I
Are there? Yes.
are there.
There is, there are para
Okay.
afirmativo, pero como está en pregunta, how many students are there in the class? Yes. Sonia, a question. ¿Cuánta leche necesitamos para el postre?
How much milk do we need? ¿Qué me dijo al final?
Para el postre.
Do we need for the cake?
Okay, cake is actually past tense. Dessert is postre. Okay, let me see another one. Okay, so, ¿cuánto costó su computadora, Anaí?
How much computer a ver. How much five no. A ver, how much my computer 200?
No, it's not the answer. Yo no quiero saber cuánto cuesta en realidad. Quiero que traduzca la pregunta que le...
Ya, perdón. Perdón. A ver. ¿Cuánto costó? A ver.
¿Cuánto
How-
costó su computadora, verdad? Que estoy hablando en pasado.
Yeah. How much? A ver. How much?
Como es el pasado, tengo que usar el auxiliar del pasado. How much did your computer cost?
Ya.
Ajá, thank you. Edison. Hello.
Hello, Jeff.
Okay, so the question that you have to say me is, ¿cuántos niños hay en la escuela?
How many children there are in the school?
No, otra vez, intente otra vez. Solo estuvo algo al revés.
La pregunta, ¿cómo era?
¿Cuántos
olvidé.
niños hay en la escuela?
¿Cuántos niños hay en la escuela? How many children are there in the school?
Yes, very good. Ajá, are there. Recuerde que para preguntas are there. Yes, respondo there are, pero pregunto are there. Thank you. Good. Carla. Are you there, Carla?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so the question for you is, ¿cuánto? A ver, déjeme pensar. Ya, ¿cuántas flores habían en el bosque?
Mm,
¿Cuántas
how
flores habían en el
many
bosque?
flower? How many did flower
No, no did.
habían?
¿Cómo digo habían?
¿No?
Bien, revisamos eso.
Teacher, no me pude conectar 2 días por el trabajo. Espérenme.
Bueno, no fue en esta unidad, fue en la pasada. How many flowers were there?
How many flowers?
Were there? No was, Danny, because I say flowers. Yes.
¿Cómo? ¿Flower?
You say, how many flowers were there in the forest, in the garden? Yes, and you can complete that. Okay, so let's see. We can see here a short exercise about that in your worksheets. Yes, you have to use how much or how many depending the noun. Yes, I'm going to give you 3 minutes to complete this exercise and then we have to review together. Yes, thank you. Nina, letter C.
Letter C, how much pasta are you buying?
Buying.
Okay,
Yes, thank you. Sonia, please, letter D.
How much soap is your mom going to prepare?
Soup. Soup. Yes, thank you. Anaí, letter E.
How many cookies are you bringing to the party?
Yeah, thank you. Let's review the next one. Carla, where letter F.
How much water do you drink a week?
Yes, thank you. Sylvia, letter G.
Letter G, how many pizza do we order?
How many pizzas? Yes. Shirley, letter H.
How much jam do you put in your toast?
Yes, thank you. Luis, I.
How much money is there in the fridge?
Yes, letter J. Joa.
How many hamburgers can you eat?
Yes, very good. Great. So that was all. Do you have any question about how to use how much or how many? It's very simple, but you have to review the structure to make the questions. Yes. Don't forget, use the auxiliaries when you are using another verb. Yes. Don't forget, change the order when you are going to say you have to say is there, are there. Yes, because we're talking about questions, and for that reason, you have to change the order when we use the verb to be. Yep. Okay, so please practice this. Tomorrow we are going to continue with the review and this unit. Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow.